What a great
with his
commercial.
head.
I'm going to go out and buy some Preparation H now for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely doing that.
Yeah.
So good. So we have two special guests. We have the owner of the jury room and the social media manager, or yeah,
That fits.
nice
Bartender extraordinaire.
bartender extraordinaire. We love our bartenders. We love our bar owners. You guys
Yes.
do a lot for the community. In fact, you should be like first responders. Like
We are.
that's like the the same perks you should get.
Uh-huh.
You should get discount
I put
on.
out a dumpster fire.
See,
Mhm.
first responders.
Yep.
Usually those dumpster fires are started by patrons, right?
We've had two.
Holy cow! Like here,
Yeah.
nice.
It was just something that we thought was possible, in 2020, and then we had
And then became real.
two. Yeah, twice.
Literal dumpster fires.
Literal dumpster fire.
Normally, bartenders have to put out figurative dumpster fires, but you have to
We
put
put
out.
those out too.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
all right.
Many more of those. Yeah.
So I saw a pup running around earlier. You're very dog friendly.
Absolutely, as long as the dogs are friendly. That's our rule. Same rule for people.
Mhm.
No biting, no nothing inappropriate. You just have to get along with others.
I'm out.
You're out.
Sorry,
don't-
man.
Yeah.
Not a friendly dog. He's got a Raiders hat on for Pete's sake.
Hey,
What do we feel about the Raiders in Santa Cruz?
I love them from like before. I'm bummed they moved to Vegas.
Because we're really close to San Francisco, right? Like how close are we?
60 miles and
Yeah,
an
yes.
hour.
It's an hour away.
Hmm.
About an hour away.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of sports things here? I think I saw one of you guys played a fight or something
We.
legally or illegally.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Fights.
we don't usually do the fight. We
It's very
have,
aggressive. You don't
yeah.
want aggressive stuff, right?
Totally.
In
Yeah,
bars.
well, and also too, I mean the fees on that and stuff like that
Oh,
just
geez.
isn't
They're
something
terrible.
we've ever really been into. But yeah, I mean we play all the games. We play the San Jose Sharks. We've got Giants, the A's, 49ers, the Raiders, all the home teams. Really, it depends on what the customer wants to watch. World Cup is always really big
Mm.
because we open at 6 a.m. We're actually a really great
nice.
spot for the World
Nice.
Cup because
Yeah.
a lot of those games, of course, are played internationally. So we've got them here.
Heck
Awesome.
Yeah,
So you can come here at 6 a.m.
Mhm.
Once you get off of your night shift job,
exactly. Yeah.
6 a.m. get yourself a drink and then go back home and get some rest.
Totally.
I asked about the dogs at first because I wanted to do a follow up question on that. I heard you guys do a lot for the animal community.
Yes, we are very proud of that. We have a wonderful bartender, Tim Hall, who has recently moved back home to his home state of Michigan. But he started the Benepet, which has been a really awesome benefit for our local Santa Cruz County animal shelter. So every year we do that. All of the dollar bills on the ceiling, I don't know if you can see them at
Yeah.
all, but those are part
kinda
of the
see a little bit of
donation
them,
every
yeah.
year. So people come in throughout the year and like write
Mm-hmm.
whatever they want to on them, and then when we do that benefit, that's what we do at the end of the night is we take all the dollar bills down and then we give them all to the animal shelter too.
That's a big job,
It is. Yeah.
but it's all out of love though. Love for those little critters.
Yeah. I mean, we love our community, we love our pups, and we want to give back.
Nice. That's amazing. You know, not enough people do enough for the pets. Now, given there have been some organizations that have been dealing with fires and they have been relocating pets. I can't think of the top of my head right now, but I do have some friends that work with those organizations. They go out in these fire-stricken areas and they help house the pets and then find them homes afterwards. So it's a big deal. And to tell you the truth, people are happier when they have a little homie, following them around.
Absolutely.
Somebody to love.
Yeah, truly, and someone that loves you unconditionally.
I know. It's hard to find that.
It is.
It's crucial for people's mental health. We're
Mhm.
coming out of the lockdowns and stuff, and I feel like I know a lot of people who fared a lot better because they had a little shelter pup to hang out with. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know, I don't know if it passed or not, but I know that California had some legislation up that was going to make it so that landlords had to let people have pets if they were going to be renters. Like you couldn't preclude somebody
Nice.
from doing that. Again, I don't know if it passed, but I mean, I think it's really important, that people have that and they contribute a lot to our lives.
Yeah, because I mean, pets are part of your family.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it's like
yeah.
it's so hard to find a place to live in
hmm
because they don't allow pets.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, how are you not going to take your fur baby with you?
Totally.
It's cruel.
You know.
Yeah.
It's cruel.
Super
It
cool.
is, yeah. I recently got, well, it's been 5 years now, but I have 2 cats. But I didn't have
Me
pets
too.
for I didn't have pets for my previous 15 years as a renter because I was really worried about not being able to find a place to rent. And I'm still worried about it, but my life is better because I have cats.
Nice. Cats are great. Johnny loves cats. In fact, he has
I'm a cat
Elgato, as
lady.
you can see.
Nice.
That's his
Yes.
name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cat
I'm an
in
old
Spanish.
cat lady.
See,
So Johnny had a question about punk rock specifically, right?
I mean, no, but yes. Is the bar? I heard that you guys have bands that come through, local bands, and it was a lot of punk, local punk bands. Has anyone big ever come through the doors?
yeah.
Yeah.
Who's I think like the biggest?
Well, most recently, we had Buzzin' Bullets, which is actually the Vibrators.
Oh wow.
It's all of them are members of the Vibrators. They didn't all play in the band at the same time because the band has been around for 50 years or something. But
Right.
all of them have played those songs on international tours, and they played here.
Nice.
I think that's probably the biggest, most recent one.
Yeah.
But we've also had like, what was it, the Saints or something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, we've had a lot.
A lot of them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of people know about us, just word of mouth. But because of where we're situated, we have people that will, be playing a big show in LA, playing
Oh,
a show
nice.
in San Francisco, so we can be like a little, an easy stop. But
Mhm.
Antisocial has played here a whole bunch.
Oh,
The
yeah,
punk band
yeah.
Oh, cool,
Antisocial
yeah.
from LA, I believe.
yeah, they were like almost our house band.
Oh, that's
They
so
were.
cool.
Yeah, those
Hi,
guys
Charles.
are great. Yeah.
Where do they actually play? We were panning the camera around. We're like, there's a pool table here.
Right here where we're sitting.
Yeah, so
Okay.
these tables here actually flip up against
Oh,
the wall.
nice. Like a
You see
Murphy
that,
bed.
That chain there, yeah.
Yeah.
that's,
Oh,
Nice.
It's honestly like one of the best designs I've ever seen. It's
And then the
really cool.
the seats move, as
Yeah,
I
yeah,
found
the
out
seats-
just right now.
The seats move, we move them over. We
Okay.
move the pool table like over
Okay.
there. Yeah.
My theory was you put the pool table on those little rollers that are underneath there and roll it out that roll-up door. What is that roll-up door?
That is not a roll-up door. at
Oh
all.
crap! It looks just like a roll-up door. I
It
panned
totally
around
does,
and
yeah.
showed everyone.
It's a piece of art my friend Tom Grizzly made, but yeah, it's
It would be the
so-
best roll-up door art ever,
it's- I'm
and
gonna have
highly
to tell him that.
convenient
Yeah,
if you could roll the pool table out.
totally.
Right.
totally.
It went
Yeah,
up right before they stopped making Olympia. So
Uh-huh,
now it's
yeah.
like a collector's item.
Oh, nice.
Truly, yeah, it was the best timing.
That's cool though. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things that I noticed was the amount of punk bands, local punk bands
Mhm.
that have come through here that continue to go through, and they sound great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Santa Cruz does have a really good, vibrant music scene.
hmm Yeah, I mean, we always want it to be more and better. Sometimes the town feels like the footloose town where no one's allowed to dance, or do anything.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, we've got a really great underground scene. Santa Cruz has big punk roots in general, so
I
Yeah,
mean,
keep it.
that's partly to do with the vampires, right?
1,000%.
Yeah.
We're all vampires here, actually.
truly.
As long
Darn,
as we
Lost
don't leave
Boys
the
was a
sparkle never
Lost
age.
Boys was a documentary, Johnny. Most of the movie was documentary.
I wish I was there and you were here, because I relate
One of
more
us,
to
Johnny.
them than you do to them.
That's too funny. No, you're great, dude. No, it's a great town, beautiful, super naturey and everything.
Mhm.
So I'm from Riverside.
Nice.
That's right.
Johnny's from
Yeah.
Long Beach, but I was born and raised in Long Beach as well, and recently moved to Riverside. He reminds me every single time.
Mhm.
He said I've lost my beach privileges.
Mhm.
Aw, that's mean. You can use ours.
There we go. Santa Cruz has adopted me, Johnny. What do you think of
They,
that?
that's nice. That's nice.
He's
I would
one of
like.
us now.
That's fine. Anywhere
no.
is better than Riverside.
Great place. The water is cold though. I've been
Truly.
swimming all day in the harbor, not harbor. The Santa Cruz Yacht Harbor is where we're
Yeah.
working this week.
Hopefully
So,
with a wetsuit, right?
oh yeah.
Okay, good. I was
Swimming
like,
all
don't.
day. It was cold, but it was fun though. I dove without a hood
Mhm.
today, and when that cold water hits your ears, you get that slight vertigo.
Right.
And I actually started to like it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got the dizzies. It's
Welcome,
like drinking
dude.
6 beers. It was great.
Welcome to the club. I told
Yeah.
you. You don't need dry
And then I
suits.
dove the rest of the day without a hood on, and it was great. Couldn't tell which way was up or down.
Dry suits are for
Amazing.
sissies.
I tried to put a dry suit on today, and
No
then
need.
it became too laborsome. I'm like, forget that. Just go in wet.
I know. You're not the original owner, correct?
What's that?
You're not the original owner.
From
We're just
1962?
Yeah, we're just putting that out there because people are gonna hear it and be like, "Oh, how long has she owned it?" No, you're not the original
Always,
owner.
as we said, as long as we stay in the bar, we don't age. So
Right.
Vampires, dude.
Vampires.
Good question, Johnny. Good
Yeah.
Thank
question.
you for asking.
Good question.
Do jurors and everyone, because it was a big cop bar back in the day.
Correct. Yeah.
Is it still a cop bar now every so often, or are they better at hiding it?
Not really. We will get jurors, or we will get people released,
If you get called for jury duty, if you get picked, you're going to need a drink.
uh-huh.
And if you don't get picked, you might want to celebrate.
Man,
Because
Look at
we're
that.
pretty close to the courthouse, right?
Oh yeah, just right across
Across
down
the
the street.
Mhm.
Okay. Can I ask?
Also, right down the street from the drunk tank. So you don't really need to leave the maybe 5-block radius. Like you could
Oh
just
man. So when they come and get the drunkers, they just be like, "That easy, Bob. I'll just walk. I'll meet you there.
I'll meet
You can process. I'll walk there.
No, just meet you over there.
I'll
You
just-
process me when I'm over there." It's great.
So when did you take over ownership?
in 2011.
Nice. How do you like it?
I love it. I mean, I was a bartender before, and I bartended a lot at Brady's, which is another bar here in the area, and had the opportunity to buy this amazing bar and did it. And then I bought Brady's, so
Wow.
my hands
Wow.
are full. Yeah, I absolutely love it, being able to work with amazing people, being able to give back to our community, you get to foster arts and music and nightlife, which is it's just really unique and keeps me going. COVID was wild. I'm still a little, I think we're all traumatized from that.
Yeah.
cantina.
Yeah, we were a restaurant, we were a to-go bar, we really worked hard. All of us worked really hard to stay open, and obviously to close when we needed to. We really care about our community. We
Mhm.
didn't want, especially when it first happened, we didn't want anyone getting sick,
Right.
but we also didn't want to lose our livelihoods, and we're still here, so that's really,
Awesome.
really great.
It kind of sucks because California, COVID happened in California, but evidently it didn't happen in Louisiana or Texas. So it's really hard when we talk about the struggles
Yeah.
because other places in the country didn't have the struggles.
Yeah, I mean, it is really, it was a really unique experience to a lot of people. I think, also have to think about different population densities. A really rural community is not going to be as concerned about it as, like Long Beach, like you mentioned that you're from. I I think that California did the best that it could with the knowledge that it had. I mean, we got really lucky that it wasn't worse, but many people died. I mean,
Yeah.
we really can't forget
No,
that.
it's a serious thing.
Yeah,
John and I are complaining. We got paid the whole time
that's amazing. We didn't.
at home, except for when
know.
I got it. I almost died, and I would never do
Oh,
that again.
I'm sorry
Ever
to hear
again.
that. Yeah,
It
I mean,
sucked.
it really has
Had to
been.
do the whole oxygen
joke.
thing. They sent me home with an oxygen machine and all that stuff.
Oh my
and,
god.
well, I ended up getting pneumonia
Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
that's really
related to that. Yeah.
really
Yeah.
what we were facing. Yeah. Yeah, we scrambled, you know. I mean, we applied for whatever funding we could. I did, you know. I mean, I was constantly online trying to A, make sure that we were compliant, and B, make sure that if there was some sort of help or funding, that I was applying for it. I didn't get all of it, you know. I mean, that was a really tough part, but I was able to get some help, and it saved us. I mean, it's not like our landlords were like, "Oh, yeah, you're not open. You
Yeah.
don't have to pay rent." You
Yeah.
know, I mean, some spots, some people were more forgivable, but they are also, you know, trying to pay their bills. So
There was also the CZU fire
yeah, and the CZU fire, yeah, happened during
at the same
during that.
time.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I mean,
Everything was
So
Yeah.
owning a small business
Mhm.
is tough.
It is.
I mean, that's what Johnny and I like. We talk about all the time, dude. We got to open up a little diver bar, brewery type of thing or something. You know,
Hmm.
you actually did it. Is that like every bartender's dream to buy the bar?
I don't know.
Am I going to buy a bar or restaurant? Or
What
something?
do you think? Yeah.
I feel like it happens a lot.
It does.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to love the industry, you know. I mean, it's either people that don't know anything about it and just think it would be cool, you know, or those of us who love the industry. I work 7 days a week, you know. I'm always on call. I try to be really involved, you know, but it's absolutely rewarding. I mean, we're part of a community in a really real way. So.
Yeah, like I said before, we're a service industry show. We appeal more to those that work in the business.
Mhm.
You know, we go to the trade shows and stuff that you guys do to support, and we just have the best episodes when we talk to people that are in the business of providing happiness. Because ultimately, that's what you guys do, right? You
Yeah.
provide happiness that they're not getting anywhere else.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, we've had weddings here, we've had funerals here, we've, you know, luckily no births, but, you know, I mean, who knows?
Okay,
conceptions, maybe.
Yeah, maybe some conceptions. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
Birthing
we,
lot? I don't know.
back alley. But
We're
yeah.
passionate people.
like you have to love what you do in order to do a business like this. You can't just be like an outside investor that. And I've met those people too.
Yeah.
I've met plenty of those people where they just outside investor don't care about it,
Mhm.
and it just doesn't do well.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And well, and being a small business owner, you have to be invested, you know, and we're working class, you know. I mean, we're getting our fingers dirty. A lot of our clientele is the same way, and it's it's a hard day's work, and it feels good, you know. I mean, that really is something that you know, I'm sure you guys feel the same way. But
Oh, yeah.
when you lay your head down at night, you're tired, you know, and you get that good night's sleep. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this bar has been around for a long time, right? But about how many years has the jury room been here in Santa Cruz?
Since 1962, yeah.
62.
Mhm.
All right. So
So
we
63 years.
Yeah.
it hasn't changed hands
the
like
math,
a
right?
ton though, right? I think-
Um,
Lindsay, right?
Heidi.
Heidi. Damn it. Fired. Heidi, you were telling me that there's only been like 5 owners or
Yeah,
something.
I think
Yeah.
about 5, maybe.
It was the guy with his last name started with M, and I'm forgetting it, but there used to be old guys who would come in and remind me of that.
Mm-hmm,
Then there were the Petersons,
mm-hmm,
Peterson Senior, and then Peterson Junior.
mm-hmm.
Then
Marv.
Marv.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Darren.
Darren.
Mm-hmm.
Then
The Hallbecks.
yeah, Tim
Tim and
Timmy,
Carrie, yeah,
and then
me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So, not too many hands have passed through the place, which is always great. So you can just keep the same clientele pretty much, and there's the same people. So you don't change nothing except for add cool punk rock.
No, I mean,
You know.
it's, a place like this, you have to operate from a place of no change and also constant change, because
I like
what
that.
is life? I mean,
Yeah.
everything's always changing. So we try to keep it as, stable as we can, but also make it different all the time,
Nice.
because you don't want to be stagnant. You want people to be coming back, and so it's a very delicate
Mhm.
balancing act.
Yeah, again, thank you guys for letting us do this.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is our hobby thing. We have day jobs. It's a good hobby, and we do love telling stories. We love sharing stories. We feel that these stories immortalize kind of institutions, they immortalize people for the most part because the internet lasts forever. Um, the other questions that we had were obviously related to the, Kemper stuff.
Yeah.
So, how is it that, like, how do you deal with the fact that you bought a bar where a prolific serial killer used to frequent? You get a lot of freaks that come here, right? Is that proper to say, Johnny?
Oh yeah, I'm a freak for sure. We don't care.
Johnny's a freak. He's one of those.
Yeah.
crime
Yeah,
guys.
it's fascinating. I mean, people
I
know
personally don't get it,
the
but,
story,
yeah.
and people are, fascinated how somebody could do something like that. I mean, we're all complicated creatures. We all have a dark side. It's something that I personally, obviously, I know it exists, and we can talk about it, but it's something that I really want to be careful to not glorify,
Mhm.
because he murdered people in this community,
Mhm.
and that has repercussions, and memories, like lives are precious, and he took them, so yeah, I mean, I think it's something for us to know about and be aware of, but I'm not like, celebrating that he did
Yeah.
these heinous acts. I mean, that was a period of time when he was active, when Santa Cruz was the murder capital of the world.
That was crazy.
there's
Like
people
those
who
years
drink
were.
in here who were little kids,
Mhm.
like were traumatized.
Mhm.
Like their parents were so scared.
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I
So,
mean, that's really like terrorizing a community, So, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of lore about him because he did hang out here. He hung out with cops. He obviously thought he was the smartest person in the room, but he got caught, so
Mm.
there's that. But it's, yeah, it's something I think for us to
Yeah.
to know that happened, but I'm not like in love with that.
I was just very curious about one of the shows that I did like that I agree with Johnny on was the show Mindhunter.
Mhm.
So, did they have to ask you guys for permission to use your name?
Nope.
They didn't.
No,
Wow.
no.
Johnny
Yeah, and yeah.
didn't even ask permission. They just said, "Oh, jury room, this and that, jury room 10 times."
Mhm. I did.
I mean, given it was free advertising, but they
Yeah.
didn't ask you.
No, they didn't. I mean, it's part of history. At one point, someone, I think from the show, if I remember, did reach out, and it was during COVID, and they wanted to come in and shoot some interior shots, and I have said no to everybody, honestly, because I don't want to be making money off of it.
Mhm.
It's you can come in here, you can talk about it. You guys are obviously mentioning it in your podcast. No money's changing hands here. I
Nope.
just don't. I think it's dirty money. But I did get like $200 from this woman, and it was during COVID, and it was, honestly, I mean, it was part of keeping us alive. So. I did ask her though for the neon that they used in the show. I thought that
cool.
would have been cool,
Yeah.
but I never got it.
Bastards.
Ah,
Typical
Yeah.
Netflix.
typical Hollywood.
Remember that interview we did with Netflix? How
Yeah.
we bombed that interview? Man, Freddie was so mad. He literally called me the next day and he's like, "You guys just tanked that interview, this and that." I'm like, dude, screw those guys. That's my official stance.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny.
If you ever
Yeah.
Who's in the film
again-
business?
All right. Well, Okay, if you
So-
can get us that neon, we would love it.
Yeah. We'll see.
We screwed our chance with Netflix already. They're not
Yeah.
returning our calls. It's kind of funny. But yeah, no, like I said, just want to ask about that because I was very curious on, like, did you guys do something with them?
No, yeah, and I mean, we definitely, I think, saw an uptick in like phone calls,
Okay.
and it's really interesting because it is mentioned in, I think, just about every article I've ever read about Kemper will also mention the jury room, and really, I think it's because he hung out here with so many cops, and
Yeah.
and
I can say, as someone who's worked when that show is going on, a lot of times the sort of, I call them gawkers, the people who come just because of the serial killer thing, they don't even buy anything. They just gawk and take
Assholes.
pictures.
Mm.
So if you're going to come, even if the serial killer history is your like point of interest, buy something and tip your bartender.
Nice.
Always tip your bartender.
Heavily. So the other question that I had, Johnny,
Okay.
for you guys is, I heard stories. Is this place haunted?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was a quick
Absolutely.
yeah.
yeah.
How? Where? When? All of it.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Everything.
I mean, if you're here at night and you're alone or there's one or two other people, you will just feel it. There's no doubt.
Crap.
Doors slam.
Mhm.
Doors slam.
I gotta sage all
Lights
my
do
gear.
Weird stuff.
Yeah. You can just feel it for sure.
People knock on the doors,
Mhm.
like the bathroom door. In the men's room gets a lot of activity.
Mhm.
That door will sometimes just slam.
Yeah.
Late at night when I'm counting
Oh,
money.
wow.
Yeah, that part of the bar, there's a lot. We've had lights that don't turn on.
People you can see out of the corner of your eye for like a protracted period of time.
That's
a
the
lot of
weirdest
directly
thing to
out, you
me.
can't see 'em.
Why do they do that? It's like, dude, come on, just
Mm.
show up. Just sit in the bar.
Mhm.
Just sit right here in the stall. You don't gotta show up in the corner of my eye or nothing or
I
I
glance
think they're
in.
doing the best they
Like, come
can.
on.
Yeah, they're trying.
Okay,
trying.
fine. No offense, guys,
Yeah.
Sorry. we
but
didn't mean it.
just saying, not afraid. Just say what's up, dude.
Oh, they
That's
let,
it.
it, they let
Say,
you know
"Hey,
that
what's
they're
up?"
here. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get down to brass tacks here.
I thought we already did.
How much does it cost for me to spend the night there, and what do I need to sign by myself?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Make me an offer.
Oh, nice.
Also, I think
Haunted brewery or haunted bar tour.
technically-
I'll clean. I'll do whatever you need.
But I'll have to employ you so that it's okay
Yeah.
for you to be here after hours because no customers are ever allowed to be here after hours. But yeah, I mean, we open at 6 a.m. and we close at 2 a.m. So, maybe you're my new janitor and you want to clean the floors a little bit or something.
That
you
would
know?
be a cool idea.
I could use help.
Just it's a tour / cleaning crew.
Yeah.
Hey,
Deep
I'm
clean
there.
overnight.
I'll do it.
We've done overnight deep cleans, so that's
Yeah.
it's definitely part of it. Yeah.
I love to clean.
I love to clean too.
So, man, I'm there. I'm
If you
coming up
guys
right now.
want to, you're welcome. for sure.
Nice. We're welcome, Johnny.
I'm there because
El Gato's a freak. He loves the ghost stuff. I don't.
I mean, I would almost guarantee that if he did it, he would feel something because it.
I don't
Well,
know.
it
Don't
is-
get me too close. You might feel something that you don't want to feel.
I'll take anything.
Nice. Anyhow, anything else, Johnny?
No, I don't think so.
Nice.
I got what I want.
Any other events that you guys are planning that we should look out for?
Gosh.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
What's that?
Labor Day thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you're also doing a little fundraiser for someone that had cancer, right? I did buy a shirt the other night too,
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's really incredible. Yeah.
and lost it that same night, so I have to get another one.
And it's for a good cause. Yeah. And truly, I mean, that for me is one of the most rewarding things about having this kind of business is that we can directly help our community. I mean,
And the people that come here kind of become family, right? You
Oh,
do
yeah.
care for them, you do end up loving them, and it's like you want to do all you can to help them.
Yeah.
So that's what happened here. One of the patrons, unfortunately got cancer, and we're doing a fundraiser here
Yeah,
with merch.
She's in her 30s. She has a child at home. She's a single mom and got a really devastating, life-changing cancer diagnosis and surgery. She's going through chemo now, and anything that we can do to help, to help ease her burden and help her out. I mean, especially we all know how fucked healthcare is. And sorry, can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, I mean, healthcare. We're in the GoFundMe era of healthcare funding for people, which is really tragic and really awful. And for someone like that, being able to help her is huge.
Yeah, I know. Healthcare is terrible, and it's really hard to see it getting any better. So we kind of have to help ourselves sometimes.
Yeah.
Which
truly.
huge thing you guys are doing, and hopefully it helps. That's all we can hope for. Whatever little we can do to help others,
Yeah. I mean, we're all in this together. We have to look out for each other, and with her, I mean, not only is it money going her way, but it's also a lot of
Just emotional
positive
support.
energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and people just being there for her. So
Yeah.
thanks for asking about that, and thanks for buying a shirt too.
Yeah. No, like I said, we love small businesses that give back, and great place you have here. And one of the big things again was the local music scene that really attracted me initially. Unfortunately, I wasn't here while there was anyone playing, but
How long were you in town for?
just till the end of the week. So we'll be leaving on Saturday. But like I said, it's great to know that you're here, and I hope anyone listening knows that you're here as well. And it's a great place to come have a drink. And Johnny and I were talking. I told him, dude, the beers on draft don't taste like you're drinking out of a shoe. It's delicious.
That could be our motto.
It doesn't taste like a shoe.
It's not a shoe.
Not a shoe.
Not a
Yeah.
shoe.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Awesome.
There's cool merch too.
Yeah. And thank you so much. This has been really fun. And whenever you guys want to come and do your overnight,
Oh,
just
man.
let me know.
She's calling us out on this, Johnny.
I'll
Already. She's
I'll
like,
go.
all right, you said it. I'm gonna let you do it, but I don't think
I'll
you're gonna
go.
show up.
I swear to God, I'll go right now.
It's like a
Jeez Louise.
5-hour drive. Come on.
I got
Yeah.
then too. So.
Even if you don't want to, I'll do it by myself.
No, I have to go with you.
You're just gonna get in the
That'd
way.
just be a show thing. All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
talking with us. Like I said, this has been great, and it's great to find cool business owners and a cool place to hang out and do some drinking and listen to some cool bands. It's great.
Cool.
It's been our pleasure.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna take a quick little break, and we will be back and maybe talk to some of the patrons. We'll see who wants to talk. All right. We'll be right back. Thank you guys so much. That was so cool.
Do you want me to keep these chairs here? What are you?
Yeah.